get very serious on me like this. I'd be wondering, what is it that hovers in the head that compels this individual to go like this? Now, there is nothing in that big head but some hog maws and chitlins. It's about love. It's not about seriousness. My brother was a very serious man. Very serious. He told my mother one day in front of me that I wasn't serious enough. So I asked him, "Dear brother, what is the reward of being serious? I want to be serious just like you." I do. But what do we get? Nothing. So in compounding these compounds, I was happy every day. Then I met a woman. Oh God, she added to it. She helped all the way. She helped all the way. Up until now, 27 years. That made the journey of research and healing a very pleasurable one. But once in a while, when I come in contact with grown-ups, I get the seriousness, and I would tell her, look, deal with that. I don't want to deal with any grown-ups because I can't. Because I've been hearing things that I don't want to hear anymore. I've been hearing things that I know is inconsistent. Don't want to be part of it. And I know it's disease. But they don't want to listen. They want everything to happen all of a sudden, like when I remove their bacon and their eggs, they want to get mad at me. When my healer told me that I had to remove all the garbage, everything, not at least I would give you some greens and some fruits. He told me nothing. He said, you're not going to eat anything because you're dying. And I know he was right, because one morning I was walking to the bathroom and I never got to the bathroom. What happened? Fell out. When I woke up, it was an hour later. If the doctors and paramedics were around, they would have hooked me up with all kinds of machines. I didn't get to the bathroom. Wait just a minute. In 1962, still a merchant seaman, we left New Orleans going to Panama, Ecuador, a place by the name of Guayaquil, Ecuador. When the ship leaves New Orleans, one day later, I felt very cold. Very cold. And I didn't know anything else. I woke up 14 days later. They would not let any of the crew members get off in Panama nor in Ecuador because they didn't know what it was that I had. What was wrong with me? My lungs was full of fluid. I didn't know I was out for 14 days. The captain didn't believe I was going to be waking up. So now, your brother, Dr. Sebi, sits before you today with a message that you had once long time ago. I'm not coming to you with something new. I'm not coming to you with something that you cannot digest or see. When we begin to clean the human body, all of the toxins begin to be released. And the body becomes light, the body loses weight, there is activity, there is stability, there is balance. That is all I do. I give everyone the same compounds. Don't take my word for it. Go check my bags. My bags have the same things in there. Well, that's unscientific. This is what they said in the Supreme Court. Of course it is. But if science had to do anything with disease, you wouldn't be here today because you've seen them already. Am I right? Of course I'm right. And I like to be right. It's nice to be right. When you're right, you compliment. And I am perfect. And God knows that I am perfect. I have to be perfect. Because God said that we are perfect. You see, God is perfect. And nature is perfect. Well, if God is perfect and nature is perfect, those of us who've been to school, I didn't. P plus P equals what? Equals what? Thank you very much. P, perfect God, perfect nature, perfect people. Now, if we are imperfect, what made us imperfect? And when did it begin? Did it begin when we start eating the garbage? And there is some validity to eating the apple. We ate the apple, right? But did you know that an apple has lead in it? Inorganic lead, if we're going to use that as an example then. We ate the apple. No, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to now change that whole philosophy. It has nothing to offer. The allopathic use a chemical that has no place in human biology. Why? There are no chemicals in the body. There are only 102 minerals. And God made every one of them for you, specially for you, electrically. Oh, this is the part that is so difficult. When we think of iron, magnesium, calcium, opium, gold, silver, copper, and carbon, we think of a piece of something, right? A piece of mineral. No. No, 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 no. The microvilli in the intestines are over here, Mr. Gray was showing me that I still have this up here. But inside here, you see right here, this is your duodenum, right here, your duodenum. Your duodenum is a little orifice that joins the intestines, the small intestine to the stomach. Then it starts here. But you know how it goes around like this, right? And it hooks up here. But right here, we find something. They call these microvilli. Microvilli cannot digest a piece of metal. It digests electricity. It is the electrical composition of the plant that you uses and the food that you get in your body. So you see, that wasn't shown to us. We want to stop. We want to stop. How are we going to stop now? Where do we begin? Do we begin by removing the meats and stay with fish for a while and get rid of that too? To mushrooms and eventually to nothing. But we cannot talk about stop eating like I did. Well, the reason why I cold turkey and stop eating for 90 days because I couldn't have sex. And the men guaranteed me that if I stop eating, my sex would be back. Well, which young man at 30 doesn't want his sex nice? Well, I did, and I stopped eating. I'm not impotent anymore. I'm 65. But I could go maybe once a year, but that's okay. At least I'm not impotent. Only because I listen. I listen. I listen to what? Truth. Truth is the human body needs minerals that are alive, but first you have to cleanse that garbage out. Because if I give you minerals that are good and energizing, the microvilli are all clogged. They're all clogged with cheese and butter and biscuits. So the microvilli are all smothered. So I have to remove this stuff, and then the villi would extract the food. Do we understand that? Sure we do. That's not science, that's reality. That's God, that's natural. Yes, ma'am. That is what it is. Yes, sir. The cleansing of the human body and the revitalizing of the human body is what takes away all disease. This is why I give everyone the same compounds. The Supreme Court didn't like when I said that everyone that was cured from AIDS to blindness got the same compound. That's when they jumped up and said that I was unscientific. But that was okay. I won my case, isn't it? I proved that I cured, not that I cured, but that the diseases were cured. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to open up to the question and answer. Because this is the better